not exactly 12 yet, but outside working on my car, and I hear what appears to be a alarm clock over my neighbor's garage. Something like a clock like this, maybe. So I think this makes the same sound. As if I actually... Because I hear a sound that sounds like that coming from my neighbor's garage. Except it's like lower pitch. I don't want to go walking over there and like looking suspicious, but I'm going to save this video on my phone so I have this video here and it reminds me to go over and ask my neighbor about it whenever I see him out tomorrow. Now, me being the weird person I am, I want to see what type of clock it is. Probably some cheesy ass Chinesium thing, most likely Digitan. Because I never noticed a alarm clock or clock radio or anything like that over there in their garage. I've been over there multiple times. It's still going off. It's probably going to go off for a good 10 minutes or so. Because I noticed it going off about, I think 2 minutes before I started filming. I always found this type of stuff weird, like an alarm clock just crying for help randomly and at midnight or whatever. There's always something interesting about trying to find something that's beeping somewhere in like a neighborhood or something. Like if you hear a smoke alarm going off in a neighborhood, you want to drive around and look and make sure someone's house isn't burning down. But if it's a alarm clock, it's not that much of a big deal, but I've always been in the shitty, cheap electronics from the 2000s. And really cheesy, cheap 2000s alarm clocks and clock radios have always intrigued me for some reason, just because of how cheap and chintzy they feel. So, that's gonna be one of those things that's on my mind. But yeah, putting some stuff in the back of the car. It's out here cleaning because I can't sleep. So, yeah. Messing around in here a little bit. It's like just slightly after midnight. Let's see if it's still going off. Yeah, still hear it. I heard like a weird whining noise. I think that was the wind. I don't know if someone's actually going out to the garage to check it. Because it's just so faint. It's hard to hear, especially from over here. Because the wind, the old wind, of course, has to do its thing where kind of gets in the way. Still going off. I don't know if I'm actually going to upload this video to YouTube or not. I probably won't. So if you see this at a later date, that's why. Kind of a, there's where my scissors went. We're doing this one-handed. Can't find my wire strippers, though. I thought I left them in the car. They don't appear to be out in the car. It might be inside, actually. Yeah, a little bit later. I'll get back in another 10 minutes. because it's been going on. I think it's, as of right now, it's been 10 minutes since that alarm's been going off. So, well, we'll see how long the timer is on it, because some clocks are a bit different. I have a kind of a chintzy little Sharp branded digital clock I used to use in school, and I left it in my bedroom over at my mom's house, and it goes off every single day. It's always at noon, but when daylight wasting time occurs, it's at 11 a.m. So it always just activates every single day at that time. And it's been getting quieter and quieter each day, but it goes on for a minute. This one's going on for almost 10, and I know some of them, they go on for a couple minutes. I had one that I kind of forgot about, and there's some that might just go on for eternity. I guarantee that old GE that's right there, that one goes on for quite a long time. It probably doesn't even turn off. It'll just keep alarming until you actually unplug it, or snooze it, or disarm it, or whatever. This Kobe probably turns off fairly quickly. I've actually not used this clock in a while. When I first moved into the garage, I needed a clock, and this one was the biggest, was like, because I didn't have any Anatan clocks at the time that was working, and this is my digital clock I had with the biggest display. I think a neighbor gave me this one. I'm not sure. Maybe I got this from the thrifts. I've had this one forever. I don't really know where it came from, but I've had it for a while. I think I've had it since at least 2020. I got it around COVID, because that's when I started collecting alarm clocks again. I have this other cheesy one here, Amazonian Special. This is a Zenit Time, or Zenit Help, or whatever, that thing. And I was gonna put that one out here because this one has a really good backup battery in it. It tends to remember it for a while if it's been unplugged or something. So I was gonna probably use that if I decide to go Digitan out here. I think I'm just gonna keep. But I like the analog clock like this. The movement in here's made out of really crappy gears, and during my daylight wasting time video that just kept corrupting on me when I tried to edit it, this clock here, it seems to it just, I don't know, it's really late at night, so I can't think of what I'm gonna say. But the thing about this clock is the the movement mechanism thing inside of it. It's so old. It's all made out of plastic, and it's turned very brittle. The plastic's all brittle, and it's gonna like shatter any moment. So I don't know how many more time changes are left on this clock before the whole entire movement just self-destructs and won't be able to be repaired anymore or anything like that. It was barely working, and I'm surprised we were able to get this clock to work again. But I don't know how much longer. Once it goes out, I'll have to find another electric movement for it. Hoping I can just swap a standard Telechron in here, but I doubt it. I'll probably have to get like an actual General Electric clock for that. Which kind of stinks, because this one, it's so big and large, you can see the numbers from very far away. There's not very much glare on it compared to the other clocks, like with these overhead lights on here. Like, compared to, I had two other Anatan clocks up here, since I've had the lights up here, and normally it's a big glare on there, and you can't see the numbers. I can clearly see them. So I had that little Chinesium, sea shanty clock or whatever, and then I had wherever it went. Actually, that one's probably still out here. It was like some generic thing from Goodwill. I may have actually donated it back to Goodwill, but generic wall clock thing. But yeah, I've had two different clocks out here. The other one was a bit bigger, so I was hoping it would I could be able to see it, but once again I was having the issues where batteries on it were dying. I've got enough stuff cleaned out over there. I can just stand on that stool and go up there and get to the clock easily to change it out, but when that one was working, we just switched over to that. I was sick of changing out batteries, because it felt like I was changing out batteries like every couple days with that clock. I'm going to end the video soon so I can go do something, but we're going to see if that clock next door is still going off. Yep, it's still chirping away. I'm not going to end the video quite yet. I'm going to keep filming until something happens. It's getting cold out here. I'm just going to go inside and sleep. But yes, the clock is still activated. And it's still beeping. Wow.